Welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. It's not exact science, but it is science. So let's get right to this review, right? I'm doing WeldWerks out of Colorado. There's coffee coconut stout. On the can it says with toasted coconut and coffee and milk sugar, and that it's an Imperial milk stout, 8% ABV. Of course, Beer Advocate just considers it a milk stout, not an Imperial milk stout. But why not, right? There's the can for you label lovers. Let's get into this one. I checked the date on this one. It's a little bit fresher than the last one I did. I had to delete that video off YouTube, although it stayed on Facebook. I can't delete that one. So, oh well, let's get into this one. 8%. Too many floaties floating around on that last one. I was just like, I can't drink it, with that many damn floaties floating around. It was like the Titanic, after the Titanic. Oh shit. I almost went over. Surprised I didn't. Yeah, so again, this one is a sweet milk stout, 8% ABV, 92 on Beer Advocate. I do love stouts. Real thick head, a little bit more than 2 fingers. A dark chocolate looking head. The beer itself is pretty dark. Maybe a hue of redness in there with the black and super duper dark brown. And on the nose, I am getting coffee, coconut. Yeah, maybe some chocolate, mostly coffee and coconut. I'm ready to drink this one. I love stouts. So let's do this. Cheers. Ooh, I bet you if I had cleavage like this, I'd get more views. Yeah. Coconut. I can't even see the logo of this glass on the glass. It's so dark. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Yeah, coconut, coffee for sure. Definitely like a toasted coconut, mainly up front. Coffee, a little bit of sweet, not real sweet, but a little bit of sweet malt in there. Maybe a very light molasses. It does taste like real coconut too, so that's always a plus. And then with that milk stout, you do get sometimes like that milky sour. It's not real sour, but on the back end or maybe the aftertaste, a little milky sourish. Not I wouldn't call it maybe a sugary milky sour, but it's not like sour milk. I don't know how to explain it. Anyhow, pretty good. The finish is kind of dry with a little bit of alcohol taste in the back end, but not overly strong. You can taste it a little bit. Okay, it does have some alcohol in it. That might be 8%, but it hits and then it might linger for a few seconds. And this beer overall is pretty good. This one will hopefully help the neck. I pinched a nerve in my neck to my shoulder. I don't know if that's the auxiliary nerve or what, but it's like back here. It could be the sciatic, but I thought the sciatic went straight down the spine and over the hip, then down the leg. But I think it's the auxiliary goes from the neck over to the shoulder. It's not so much in the shoulder, a little bit. But hopefully this 8% stout helps. I did it Friday night. It's still bothering me. Usually this does help, but then when you wake up, then it hurts all over again because you probably sleep awkward. Man, I made a delicious deli. I even got a little bit left for a little snack after this. I made a deli style hamburger sub this morning for my dinner. I eat dinner in the morning. I sleep in the afternoon, early evening. It was delicious, man. And I just did the basic, regular mayonnaise, ketchup, tomatoes, lettuce. Put a little of that. What's that type of vinegar? I always forget how to say that vinegar. The balsamic, whatever, the thing. Let's see if Google Eyes it knows it. How do you say balsamic vinegar?
Balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic, okay. Yeah, balsamic. I was pretty close. Yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit of olive oil. Voila, pretty much a sub. Have you ever had a hamburger sub? I didn't see them too much in Florida. There was one or two places where I lived that did have them. They were all right. But the best ones I ever had were in Pennsylvania, actually. So probably New York too, but New York wasn't as good as the Pennsylvania ones, apparently. Matter of fact, the best taco pizza I ever had was in Pennsylvania also. Isn't that weird? Now, in New York, where I lived in upstate New York, the pizza places there never put onions as a topping. Now, I don't know about nowadays, but this is back in the 80s. I'm sure Domino's or someplace like that have it. But the local pizza places we had, I don't even think we had a Domino's. I'm not even going to Googleize it, but yeah, I moved to Pennsylvania and they put onions on their damn pizza. I was like, what the fucking onions? Must have been a Polish-German thing, but yeah, it's not too bad. They'll put onions just with the onions and cheese or onions and pepperoni, Interesting, but I like it. I even like the pineapple ham pizza, but I actually like the I'm going to get to the score here in a second. With the pineapple pizza, I prefer a volcano, which is basically the ham, the ham and pineapple, but also you put bacon on there, jalapenos, hot sauce. I think I'm missing something. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a volcano Hawaiian. And Domino's used to actually have it at one time. Then they got rid of it. So when I called her and I ordered it, they were like, oh, we don't make that anymore. I said, you got jalapenos? You got hot sauce? You got all the ingredients? Well, put it on the fucking pizza. There you go. Anyhow, back to the beer. Yeah. This is the Toastus with the Mostess coconut porter. Thanks for all the viewers jumping in. We do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like. You can comment on the live video. Open comment. Yeah, we'll show your comment matter. Mostly, hopefully, it's positive, not negative. Or, just whatever. Matter of fact, I could put your comments live on the stage, but I'll enlarge them because I can't read them. Yeah, pretty good beer. I would give this, I don't know if I'd go as high as Beer Advocate. I want to give it a 90. If I could bring it back up. 92. It's pretty good, actually. I've had a couple beers by these guys. I tell you what, some Colorado beers are pretty damn good. Must be the elevation. You know what? I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it an A+ and a SWAF. For a coffee coconut porter, it's pretty damn good, actually. A plus. I can't get a double swallow, but a swaff. A swallow and a half and an A plus. There you go. I'll pour the rest of that beer, and I know I got some. I know I didn't put that whole can in there. Yeah, I got more than enough beer left. If I had a buddy, I would share it. But nobody can drink beers in the morning besides me and Jammer. Occasionally Jammer fan. And it's really early for Jammer fan if he joins in. So, although he's been doing NA beers lately, so that's good. You can still join in. Yeah, pretty damn good. Yeah, I got this one other content creator, because that's what I am, a content creator. She had actually told me she might want to join me on the beer review. She said she doesn't drink beer, but she would join in with a cup of tea. And I said, that would be fine. Now, if I could just get her to join in. All right. Yeah, what else to talk about? We're live, extreme. Leave a comment. Maybe I should start doing this, huh? I don't even know where the hell that shit's at anymore. Media assets, is that it? I haven't done it in so long on a StreamYard. Let's see, what's all this stuff? Night Drive. I don't like the music thing either. All right. Oh, there we go. Banners, right? Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. I wonder if... Is that going to work? I don't even know. So if you don't scroll it, does it just stay there? All right, fine. We'll leave it on there. Yeah, so this beer is pretty damn good. Anything special in the can? Let me get my special magnifying glass. That's right, folks. That's me close up. Yep, I fucked up Ric Flair teeth, but they're on the bottom. All right, let's see if anything's on here. Dialed in beer, coffee, coconut stout, keep cold, drink now, dialed in beer. I already read that part. I ain't on the side of it. I think it's just the typical warnings. Brewed and canned by WeldWerks Brewing Company, weldworks.com. Please recycle, of course. Greeley, Colorado, 80631. Weld County, so that's why they got the WeldWerks. With the WERKS, like twerk, but work. Gotta work it. Yeah, pretty good one. I wish Jammer was on I wish we both had this. That would have been great. I think I'm going to have to travel to Jammer and take him some beers, because I haven't been to Florida in 2022? December 2022? Yeah. It's going to be 3 years since I was last up there. And I took him some beers then, but I didn't take him quite enough. I think it was only I don't know if it was 6 or 8 beers, I think. Maybe 10. Probably it was 8. Yeah, so we had 8 beers to review together, but that lasted 2 sit-ins, maybe 1.5. So next time I'm going to have to take him about 20 beers at least. The sad part is Jammer was up in this area. What's the name of that town? Georgia town. It looks like an old German town. Helen, Georgia. Directions to Helen, Georgia. Still 3 hour drive from here, so it would have been out of his way to go back to the Florida area that he's in. Because if I look at this, watch, I'll just say he don't live in St. Pete, but it's close. Directions from Helen, Georgia to St. Pete, Florida. 8 hours and 35 minutes. Now, directions from Helen, Georgia to Augusta, Georgia. 3 hours. Directions from Augusta, Georgia to St. Pete, Florida. 7:30. Yeah, so it would have put an extra 2.5 hours on his drive to come back this way. So I don't blame him for not getting no beers and stopping by, but he didn't buy any good beers anyhow. He did get a lot of Creature Comforts up there, which I get most of them here anyhow. So, but he got a bunch of ones I already did, or a couple of them I couldn't find actually when he had them. But Creature Comfort beer, a couple okay ones, but I think they're kind of like our beer reviews. They're quantity, not quality. I mean, some of the beers are okay, but they have too many. I mean, God, they got like 20 different stouts. I mean, how can you do that many stouts? You're just selling artistic work can and pretty much the same stout, and maybe you change one or two things on it. Who knows, right? Tell you what, that pinched nerve neck is feeling great. I might do 2 more. I don't know. I see how I feel after this one. I'm definitely going to do one more beer review. I had to throw one down the drain because I had too many floaties in it. It was about a little bit over a year old, and yeah, it's with a 6% IPA with floaties still floating around in it. Yeah, I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to have to read. They used to have the dates on the bottom of the can, but now they got it really hidden. I don't know if you can see it on here. It's right there. You probably can't see it too well, but it's like there now. So when I was at the place, I was like looking at it, but there's no dates on here. Unbeknownst to me, it was on the edge of the bottom. You know, this one's pretty good because it's. I know for sure it's 25. It's hard to see this shit. It's horrible. There it is. I mean, even with this magnifying glass, hard to see. Because of the light too, but reflection on the. Maybe I can see it on there better. Probably not. February 27, 25. Okay, so at least it was made in February. Whew. Now, Chat GPT, I usually don't put hashtag live or anything in the title. But I asked Chat GPT, how can I get more viewers when I'm live doing this beer review? And it said, this pretty much, I did edit the title out a little bit because it told me to put, what the hell did it say on there? For the title, it said, if I can find it. Ooh. Yeah, it told me put live. Maybe I should put live twice. It said the beer coffee stout review live. The line thing live, then the line thing hashtag live, and then beer stout review. But I took stout out and I just put the Spinner Swallow beer review. Oh well. Chat GPT and the AI is supposed to be taking over the world. I don't know how they're going to take over the world when they can't even take over our YouTube channel. But that's okay. And then it actually said I could take the link for one of our videos and put it in the thing, and it'll tell us what to do better. Well, I did that, but since I talked to Chat GPT already about our beer review, it had all the pre-stuff it memorized that I've talked to it about before that they put in there. I'm like, well, it didn't really analyze the video then. So maybe next time I copy the link of a video, put it in there, maybe I'll say analyze this video. Maybe it'll do it better. Who knows? Spit or Swallow beer review. We drink beer on Jammers On. We talk more politics and social stuff. I don't like getting into all that kind of stuff. Not only do you, uh, it's not a good topic to talk about. I like talking about fun things, women, um, you know, sport. Not all sports, but some sports. Fun things to do: mountain climbing, jet skiing. That's what I'm gonna start asking Jammer about fun things that he's done in life, like jet skiing. Did you ever go mountain climbing? He told me a whitewater rafting story once. Maybe he could tell me a story about what do you call that, human sky coaster. I think we might have told that story before. Anything else? Parasailing. We did go parasailing one time. We went out in a boat, paid our money. This is out in the Gulf of America. And of course, back then it was called the Gulf of Mexico. It still is the Gulf of Mexico, but just for shits and giggles, Gulf of America, right? Yeah, we went. This is back in it had to be like 2000, 2001, maybe. I think it was 2000 now. Me, Jammer, one of his co-workers, and I used to work at the same place as the guy. He used to be one of my department supervisors, but I wasn't on his shift. Abo. And then he moved around in the company, of course, back then. And then we were with his family, his brother-in-law, his wife. I don't think any of his kids were born yet. Were they? Or maybe his son was born already. His mother-in-law. Was that it? That might have been it. But yeah, we went to Anna Maria Island area. Boy, one day we're going to go out in a boat parasailing, and they could put 3 people in it, and they had a weight limit. And not to be mean, but Abel was a pretty big guy. Jammer is not small. I mean, he's not real big, but he's 6'2". At that time, I'd probably say at least 240. At least 220, but I'm going to say 240 or more. Who knows? Abel had to be pushing almost the 280 limit, And here I was at the time, probably about 175, 170, 175, but we just barely made the weight requirement between the 3 of us. I was like scared. I was like, man, we're like pushing the limit on the weight. We're headed out to the Gulf of America on the boat. Getting ready to go up in this parasail, all 3 of us, 3 men, barely almost at the weight limit. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to die. We're going out there. And then, thank God, I think they because there were some people on the boat with us. I think one of the ladies went up first. There was a lady out there with us. I think they did go up. We were supposed to be next. And then a storm came rolling in and lightning and stuff. So they're like, all right, we got to shut it down. We're going to have to refund you guys. And so we got our money back, and I didn't have to go parasailing or whatever you want to call that thing, with the boat pulling you with 3 of us up there in some harness. I swear Jammer was trying to kill me when I was younger. Yeah. Have you ever get a chance to try that? Yeah. Coffee Coconut Stout by Weld, W-E-L-D, Works, all one word, W-E-R-K-S. Almost like a radio station, W-E-R-K-S in Cincinnati, but it's in Colorado. It's pretty good coffee coconut stout. Damn delicious. Yeah, if I ever find this one again, I'm going to have to take one down on Jammer my next trip to Florida. I plan on of course I got to see my brother. Main reason why I'm going to Florida, but also to do a beer exchange with Jammer. So I got to take him some of these Georgia, South Carolina beers that he can't get a hold of down there. So I'm not going to take a trip just for beer, though. Oh, man. But we'll see on the next one, Spit or Swallow beer review live. I think I got 2 lagers left to do. I at least got to do one. I got to figure out which one might be the better one because I know one of them was probably old. But man, look at that! They got damn S's on that can too for Shag Dog. Not sure what that's about. And over here, they got like a water drop, S water drop, and a little that says rotate gently and mix. Rotate gently and mix. What? And it says, okay. I don't know. Rotate the can. I don't know. Rotate gently and mix. What? All right, that'll do it for this one. Spitter Swallow Beer Review Shag Dog. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.